top of the screen. There we go. Get that out of the way. Hey. Right. There we go. I can see everything. Kind of. Yes, that is me. Okay. I got the right fucking mess over here, haven't we? Okay. Let's see. No, I really don't know where to go from here. I'm gonna do the typhus corrosion. I don't really want it everywhere. But then where do I draw the line? If I work a little bit into the tracks, perhaps? Again, it's the problem, because I'm following multiple. One of them's a guide, and one of them's a technique, multiple techniques I'm applying to a different model. So it makes it a little more complicated, really. And both of them are doing different things, which then obviously makes this a little complicated to a point. Well, no, I mean it complicates it. Sorry, that's more accurate. Because on one, it's a slightly cleaner approach. It's the way I've gone with this so far, with the highlighted edges and such. And then he's doing weathering along the tracks and around specific areas. And then the other one, which I was originally trying to follow, which was a purely winter camo sort of thing, whatever, overall thing. Shit. See, train of thought gone. Bollocks. Something about winter camo. Give me a second. And it's gone. Shit. Never mind. Moving on. Oh yeah, sorry. So the winter camo one. Haha, I got there. The winter camo one has got chipping all over. So I want to do. I'm sort of umming and ahhing whether I can do the chipping. But then, see, the problem with that is if I do the chipping, it eliminates the clean dry brushing I did. For the most part, I mean, it doesn't completely eliminate it, but I mean, it'll be obvious. So I don't know. I do like what the coat of varnish has kind of done. It's subtle. Unfortunately, it has highlighted all the friggin' hairs, but like you can feel that there's definitely a coat of something on. Like before, it felt powdery from the dry brushing, but now like it feels like tougher, I guess. I did put a heavy coat on the bottom, and that seems to be good. I didn't even finish the bottom, but I'm going to be trashing it. So I mean, I say trashing it. It's not. If I do it right, it's not trashing it, is it? Because it'll end up looking good. So it's. You can definitely see that it's on there, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, it's good. Maybe in some places I got a bit carried away, like it bubbled the paint a little bit where I went too thick. That still moves, that's good. So if I'm gonna do the chipping, I'll just practice on this initially. Like if I'm gonna follow the video, like he has some typhus corrosion going like around. Let me get it there. Where is the button? Let's get into that one. A little bit too close. Ah, it'll do. Okay, so we are looking at typhus corrosion. So he's put a few pieces. Give me 2 seconds. Knocking everything over. Right, let's try that again. Right, so types of corrosion. You put it around there, sort of, worked it like you do, apparently. How do you work it? Wet brush. Same way you would with a, what you call them? Not an oil. Enamel. An enamel with, like, white spirit. Sort of work it around a bit. But with water instead. I guess it's acrylic, is it? Probably. Does it specify that it's acrylic? Let's have a look. Contains. What does it contain? I have no idea what that is. Good stuff. What about the other side? Does that give me anything? Nope. Cool. Well, I'm not researching it. I'll just assume that it's acrylic. Some variety. Well, especially if I'm just working it with water, then it can't be much fucking more than that, can it? Right. Yeah, so types of corrosion around there, I guess he was doing. That'd be because of like the something in the rotating mechanism, like like whatever discharge gave. So that'd be around there, I guess. Then a little bit around there, and he worked it around. And then there's some on the metal bits on the spons. There's like a bit there. Then he worked it, spread it around a bit. So if I were going to go that, wow, is that really that uneven? Or am I just putting on little offcuts of plastic? Try that again. Oh, there we go. Better. So if I was going to do that, I'd probably do that bit as well. If I like totally sealed that in there at this point with the multiple layers of paint, pretty much. But that's fine. I don't need to move it, do I? I wonder if this still moves with all the multiple layers. Oh wow, it does. Okay, let's not do that though, because it'll probably grind the shit out of it. I don't need it to come off. I'm happy where it is. Does that still move? Hey, look at that. Fantastic. Shame about these fucking things. Well, actually, no, they hold still because I've gunked them up a bit now with the multiple other layers. They stick a little bit. It's quite interesting. I don't know if you can really see it on there, but I don't know what it is about the varnish, but it kind of makes the layers work even more. I mean, unfortunately, the bits that I highlighted a little bit too much, it's a bit, yeah, obvious that there's like a mistake or whatever, but for the rest of it, it's like, makes it look, I don't want to say cleaner, because is that really what you're going for when you just like fucking all over the place? Anyway, so am I putting any type of corrosion on it? I just suppose, how do the hatches look? So which one's that? That's the gun hatch. So the gun hatch, if we go there, I mean, maybe around the back end where it's going to be getting opened and stuff, where the hinges are, you'd have a little bit perhaps. It's like it's some kind of, it's been used as like reference as grease or something, I guess, in this instance. I'm not sure what context he's using it. It's probably some kind of like dirty, greasy stuff, more so than just having a shade oil on it, I guess. I'm not sure. I did try and watch the video just before coming on, just so I could be like, what am I actually fucking doing? But yeah. Well, I'll do. I feel like that's not too intrusive, even if I do go with the other thing. Or would I realistically? Because he also had it along the tracks and then pushing onto there. But I do intend to actually utilize track wash. So would I be better off track washing first and then, because I'm going to put like either mud. I've got dark. What have I got? Enamel dark mud. But then I've got like the diorama wet mud acrylic. Give that a fucking good after. I don't know. That's a tough call, really, because I don't know how that's going to play out. 'Cause I've got snow as well, because obviously the original idea was a snow camo, where it's now like more icy. You like that's not going to fool anyone in the fucking snow. Let's be realistic. I mean, it's a giant ass fucking tank. You're lucky if you're gonna get fooled by any kind of color, unless you're a blind bastard. Like I don't know what it is about camera patterns. Like, there's very few camera patterns that make my eyes go like, what? Like, I don't know why it's a thing because they're kind of obvious, but maybe it's just like pattern recognition because it's off the charts and that shit's just obvious to me. But I don't know. Even like in like actual pictures and like where they'd be like, yeah, look how invisible it is. It's like, no, what? Fuck's sake. Okay, that's when you got those good eyes, I suppose, isn't it? Special eyes. No, that's not just the eyes, it's the way the brain sees things and registers them and picks it all apart and only, draws your attention to the thing you actually are looking for or whatever. That's how I find shit that nobody else finds because I can just look at the entire thing in one go, like, that's different, that's different, that's different. It's so fucking simple, but that's just, you know what I mean? 'Cause to me, it's simple because that's the way I'm wired. Things that like fry people's heads are like completely simple to me. Yeah. And then simple things which people take for granted every day just like destroy me. It's hilarious. Oh well. Okay, I really can't decide what I want to do. See, this is why I tried to watch the video before, but then watching the video is like, oh, two wholly different things that may not necessarily be mutually exclusive. That's not necessarily the right word, I don't think, but terming. I'm gonna have to commit to do something though. I can't just fucking chat shit for 2 hours. I mean, other people can, but I'm not interested in doing that. I want to actually do something with my time. Should have paid more attention on the video. Could always build something. No, that's no good. I'm already tired. If I start trying to mess around with that glue again, I get absolutely wrecked again. So let's not. I was fucking absolute state last night. I was so tired because of the night before, like having no sleep, and then doing the airbrushing, and then with the glue. Yeah, man, I was trashed last night. No, no, no shame in admitting I was fucked. Like in multiple ways, right? So, I mean, let me have a look at some of this. All I got is like, well, like dishwasher sponge. I really don't think that's going to be appropriate for some reason. Like, how would I go about this? It's like, that sponge ain't going to cut it. I need like, not porous. Is it porous? No, porous is like the wrong thing. I need like a like a rough sponge or something. Basically, I need a thing that I don't fucking have. So I was supposed to look for a bit of foam or sponge today, but it completely slipped my mind because I was flat out all fucking day. Ugh, fucking do me in, man. It's no good. Polystyrene. I don't think polystyrene is going to cut it. Is there anything else in that box? Doesn't look like it. Maybe, no. I got some other type of polystyrene, but that's what that is actually. But I don't think that's going to cut it either and pull it off. Or maybe that edge, something like, how would that go? Like, yeah, but then it's all fucking, hmm. I don't know how I feel about this. So you really want like a flattened edge, don't you? Like I suppose that's the point. You can shape it how you actually want it, don't you? Huh. It's just obviously it'd be better with a bit of more like a rigid sponge. I mean, like, is that roughly what I'd be doing with it? Like, I still think like a little bit of a big piece. I could probably reduce that a bit more. Okay, I'm getting to grips with what I'm doing here now. Not that much. Oh yeah, so I have to get like thin paint on it because that's not much in the way of like crevices or anything. And then what, all along the edges would be kind of thing, I guess. And a little bit on like the surfaces. And then he's doing like scratch lines. Okay. I'm just mentally planning what I'm doing before I do it because if I just chuck myself into it, I'm probably gonna fuck up. So, but then do I do it on the barrel? But then if not, why not? What is indicating? Maybe a little bit, but not too much. But it would just what? I should have checked the video fucking more thoroughly, shouldn't I? I mean, I've got a picture of a Bane blade over there. Where have we got? Oh, it doesn't look like there's too much on the barrel. Not on the end, at least, anyway. On on the long central section, doesn't look like there's any on the picture. So I think I might be able to get away. Pretty much every other surface has got some on it, though, for the most part. Pretty much every other surface. So, but it looks like most of these parts have got a bit on it. Yeah, around these edges, on this bit, it'll be all over the rest of it. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, most of the rest of it has got along all hard edges, well, any kind of angled point, they've got some on it, a little bit at least. Okay. Maybe a little, oopsie daisies, maybe a little bit around those bits and that bit as well, but it seems like the actual central section is pretty clear. But that could just be me. I reckon there's probably going to be a little bit underneath, like flung up rock, whatever. You could, whatever, I'll just flag it for the sake of it. I might put a few on, it'll look a bit shit if not, when there's some everywhere else. But is it sponge really going to be okay, or am I just going to get pissed off because it's terrible? So it kind of like, maybe too much. I don't want to have to do it with a brush. I mean, it's obviously easily doable with a brush, but I mean, I'm going to have to do random things over that much of a tank? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Uh, I've got a grey. This needed a hell of a fucking lot of mixing. This was terrible, this one. First time I opened it and put a couple of the ball bearings in it to help mixing it because it was like a light grey when I started. It's a German grey and it's supposed to be, can you see? This actually still seems unbelievably light there, but it's supposed to be a bit darker than that. You can kind of get a hint of the darkness of it a little bit further down there. But yeah, so the top and bottom like really light. It just needs a hell of a fucking mix, basically. I got some balls in it. I'm sticking it on the vortex mixer so I can give it a bit of a ooh. It doesn't really do great things, or I think it's sufficiently probably mixed. If I'm definitively going to do this, or should I do the typhus corrosion thing? Corrosion thing. Fucking English, man. What do I want to do? Do I try doing that, or do I see if I can get some? Remember, to see if I can get some decent foam tomorrow, or subscription. What sort of brushes am I going to want for that? I don't think it really matters too much. If I get it, how much surface area am I like aiming for here? Um, I suppose I just do it with the same brush, really, don't I? I get a bit more on like the. Oh, that was crispy, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Get that on a bit more like around there, and then like maybe working in with that one sort of. We don't need too much though, do I? See, I'm not confident. Oh no! Don't even. Oh no! Yeah. Would you fucking believe that? Well, the biggest Aquila on the entire friggin' tank. Guess who didn't paint it when he was painting all the other Aquilas on the tank to do with base fucking colors? Do you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm still disappointed though, because I was doing so well with this, in my opinion. I suppose it's about the same size as the others actually, but still, giant ass fucking eagle on the front, not even touched. Skull there as well. Skull there as well, which should have been done as well in the same freaking right. Well, hey, guess what though? At least I know exactly what I'm doing first. You can go back over there. I don't think it'll take me 2 hours to fucking do it, but uh, it's an arguable reprieve, I guess. It does take me a while. It gives me the opportunity to think a bit harder on what I want to do. I think I'll go try the typhus because I can do that in multiple stages. All I need to do it on at the moment is just the sponson bit and work it around a bit. I probably will put some on that, to be honest with you, on the demolished cannon. Pardon me. Like, not discharge, but yeah, whatever. Now I'm curious about the grime. Like, you want to put it on vertical or at least diagonal surfaces, but then does it pool? If it's runoff and then there is a flat surface, would it pool? See, I'm curious about that because obviously there is flat surfaces, diagonal surfaces here, and it would run, but then it doesn't keep running. Like, it makes sense on the sides. It just goes, doesn't it? Same with this bit because it would just run. But then, do I pull the? How do I pull without really pulling it? So it's like I'm really committing to a complicated for not doing any of this before at all. It's kind of daunting really how it all sits. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Do you know what? See, that's what I should have done. I should have gone watch the fucking tank film. Oh, I should have just watched my favorite tank film, Beast of War, man, 1988, wasn't it? Absolute fucking savage. That's some shit right there. Mm. Yeah, I love that film, man. Some of the some of the tank scenes and like moving around and just it just looks fantastic. Did a damn good job with it, especially for '88 as well, man. Fair dues to 'em. I keep saying that. I'm pretty sure it is '88. With the multiple titles, the Beast or Beast of War. Yeah, no, it's a thing. I remember the first time I saw that. Whew, there's some savage shit in it. It's interesting. Certainly takes its toll. Hmm. Yeah. So, if I can get that right there. So if I can jack that up, basically, how do I jack it up to there without getting it to fly? Can I lean it against that? Will it push? Right, so if I get that there, it's a bit far away, but so let's try that instead of push. Box. So wedged against there, that holds up perfectly. So I think I only need to do the front a little bit, but the entire thing. Yeah. Okay, for whatever reason, I thought it was bigger than it actually was, but oh, well, it's definitely still injured, isn't it? Great. Ow. Glove. So yeah, before I start, I put a glove on. Acrylic gloss fillet. Very good. Okay, sit there for now. So we are going to. Why is that fucking gone off there? There we go. Why the hell did that get moved? It's weird. Anyway, so we are going to do that bit. To do that bit, we want Balthazar Gold, followed by. Huh. When did I get Brass Scorpion? Obviously, you didn't go with that. What the hell? So, Sycorax Bronze, Brass Scorpion. When the hell did that come? Did I get that when I got the Typhus Corrosion? I must have. With the German. No, I already have the German Grey. What was the other thing then? Ah, Pigment Fixer. There we go. Right. No, it's just there, and I'm thinking, like, when the fuck did I get that? I don't know. Not good, man. Not good. Wow. Yeah, no, that's not separated or anything. Look at that shit. Can you see that? Back. Let's get in the light. Nah, there's too much shit on the thing. But it looks like it's separated. I think that's pretty. Oh, got some balls. They ain't gonna be separated for long, that's for sure. Yeah, it was a little bit, but that's just fucking mixed it up good. Get it on the old spinner. Ah, you can hear it working those fucking balls around. Wow. So, it's supposed to be even lighter than what I've been using it at. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see it again, but that's a whole different, like, shade of gold underneath there. Like, the more coppery tinge, but underneath it there's, like, a gold. So there's like a bronze gold. That's interesting. Oh, coppery gold. Actually, bronze when I just said copper. Huh. Is that the color it's supposed to be then? What the fuck have I been painting? No wonder that looks more like freaking copper than gold. And that would make sense with that being the highlight because that the highlight from they're the same color. Those two are basically the same color. So this is like a copper plus this mixed in. Oh my god. That's frightening me and freaking dead now. Don't try and figure it out, just use it. There you go. That didn't hurt my ear or anything. Ooh, that's all. Let's not do that. I thought I learned my lesson with that shit. Mm. Fucking yeah, especially after today. Holy shit, my arms are killing me, man. Oh, shoulders are ragged. Where's the gloves? Oh, oh, glove. Oh, there we go. Old man. Probably move you forward a bit. As long as you stay upright. Oh yeah, you're awfully considerate. let me go sliding around now. If I move that there, so it's perfect for me at least anyway. Is that a good angle? Yeah. Right, so let's go with what we're doing. We want to move that out of the way. Oh, nice beer. Okay. So, oh, so you didn't do a good job of cleaning this friggin' brush last time. I still will do a brush cleaning one at some point. Because, you know, sort of boring shit that puts people to sleep. It's right up my alley. I insist. Do you want the light a bit brighter? Is that bright enough? You go brighter. Oh, okay. I thought it would go brighter. Why didn't you go brighter? Stupid fucking thing. We go darker. Go brighter. Could blind the fuck out of me. There you go. No. Can I see the model better? No. Not at that angle anyway. Well, if I move it, isn't it going to be in the way of this freaking camera? When did it get in front of the camera? Well, it's not in front of the camera there, and it definitely illuminates it better. I could probably turn it down a notch as well. And it's still a bit better. It's like right in my fucking face now there. So, yeah, but if I zoom it out, is it going to be right in the way? Yeah, look at that shit. So, how bad is it on that one? About the same. So that needs to go back a little bit. Okay, so that's off camera now. Is it still a little bit better with the light? No idea. I don't want to waste time with that shit. We will stick with the wet palette for now, I think. Yes. Didn't bother making my own. I've got one. Fucking, it works fine. Yes, I'd probably make a better one myself. Like, if I could have been bothered to, but I couldn't. So don't judge me. I'm more money than sense. No, I don't really. But I pretend I do. Oh yeah, that's mixed up nicely now. Oh yeah, I don't need too much of that. Just a little bit of a mix. Let's get too gunked up. Get that off there. Thin that down a bit. I say thin it down a bit, and then I do that to it. So, what we need to do now is add more to it, because I just fucked it completely. So, I'm going to add a bit more paint to it. And it's getting a little thicker. Is it thick enough, or do we need to add more? That's the question. Or is it now the perfect viscosity? Is viscosity the right word? I'm not sure. I feel like on some level it might be. It's like thickness, is it not? That could be cleaner. There we go. Is that good? Certainly tastes good. Gotta love that paint. What happens to all the lead paint? Used to get lead paint all the fucking time. Oh, it's just me. Entertaining ourselves tonight, boys. That's just about an insight. Lock the old hand down and crack on. I get a bit of a better point on there than that, can't we? Still might be a little bit, I'm not sure. It's not a great fucking angle to be doing this at. But if the next phase And me doing this is just going to be typhus corrosion anyway. I'm not sure how much it really matters, how good this coat is, to be fair. So I'm going to trash it in the next stage. Oh, fuck me. See, the problem with not locking it in is I absolutely am going over because I'm not looking at it from the right angle, the angle I'm used to being able to paint at. So I'd be able to do better. Like doing that, I wouldn't have hit it over the edge there. Like, banging. Damn it. See? Unfortunately, I can't actually see anything, so I'm going to have to do this anyway. How is that? Oh, that's pretty good. Central. Okay. Oh, it's definitely too thin. That's so thin. So I'll just spread it out a bit, and I'll probably have to just go over it twice. And they say 2 thin coat. Yeah, this could be a 3 coat job, mate. That thin. Or more. We've got 3 body problems, the fucking 4 coat problem. Fucking shit cunt. Excuse my language, but this really gets on my nerves. God damn it. Ah, see, I really should do better. At this point, I should be able to do better, you know. I should be able. I saw it as well. I was like, yeah, no, it's too thin. That was painting. Too thin. That was painting. Fuck. Like, the problem with this now is I can't really see where I need to get into any of these edges or not. I can't do too much about that. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to. Oh, yeah, terrible. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go over it again with the shade as well. I surely didn't shade this before. Yeah, no, I have. I've shaded this before without even like doing any of the gold. Like, what was I thinking? As far as shading this, and it didn't even click in my head at any level that there was no gold on it. That's terrible. Oh no, I was doing that. It wasn't yesterday. Oh my god, stop. I'm going over the lines again. Getting fucking carried away and distracted. Focus. Right. Well, fortunately, I'm definitely gonna typhus corrosion it now because yeah, I've just screwed it. So there's no 2 ways around that. I really can't be bothered to get the paint back off again. So oh, there we go. Oh, it's flowing now. Oh yeah, you done fucked it, boy. Whatever. Come here, just get it on there. You can do a back coat after, or what have you. Okay. Yeah. So I got really focused there. It's so annoyed. Do you know what? I got a whole thing. I was miles away. I was overthinking shit and I was miles away. Ruminating. That's not good, man. Get what I'm doing sometimes. It's not good. You know what I mean? I got so comfortable in what I was doing, I forgot I was streaming. And I could have said fucking anything. Be careful, get myself in trouble. What side am I doing? That side. Apparently, build it, build it, build it, build it. That's what the music said anyway. Oh, I didn't go over. Don't worry. I'm doing what's called with this bit anyway. Putting that material, gold, whatever stuff thing. Dark shade on there. We're gonna put a tiny edge of light around it anyway. Need a little bit of dark. Oh crap! No, I didn't see that. No, no, no. I'm sure that's fantastic. Good job. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Ooh, right on the edge there. Come on. Oh my god. This is why you lock your hands down. This is why you lock your hands. Like seriously. What was that? Like I'm there painting. I'm just like, "Ugh, fuck. Gee. Ooh. Right. No irritations. I am fine. All these bits are done. I just need to highlight them stuff. Yeah. Okay. I clean the brush. Like, that's separating badly already. I wonder what different colours are in there then. You can kind of see that there, can't you? Look at that two distinct colours. Like it's already separated into that. That's the one I was mixing. Now, has it done that because of what I did to it? Or like how thin I fucking made it? Oh man, I thought a lot of grey or whatever the fuck that is on there. Silver? I'm not gonna come in, is it? Not without a bit of work. Nothing. Yeah, as long as it didn't come off on anything else, it'll be alright. I need to give that, or I can just carry on. I don't really need to do too much to it. It'll just be like, I'll definitely just try and do the highlight points. Highlight points? Yeah, highlight points, because it's getting typhus corrosioned anyway. Now, is that called typhus corrosion because the character typhus? Hmm, I wonder. He's an interesting character. There's the one book, or the series, Dark Imperium trilogy. He appears in that briefly, doesn't he? Well, I say briefly, quite a bit, but I think that was possibly my first interaction with the character because I didn't get past. That implies that it's a negative thing. I got preoccupied with the current setting as far as the audio or novels or audiobooks go. More audiobooks for me because I can listen to stuff while I'm doing other stuff. So it's all about efficiency, really. Only certain things though, because it gets to a point where you literally can't take in what you're doing if you're overly focused on someone else. So I then constantly have to like rewind to like 5 minutes, like, oh yeah, that's what happened. Like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we'll just give this a minute. Let it dry a little bit at least before we start trying to highlight it. I suppose I can give it a bit of a mix. Did I put balls? No, I did indeed. Give that a mix. So that's pretty well mixed already. Don't need too much in the way of work. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, that's pretty good, well mixed already. Don't think I need to do too much to that. That's going to make a difference when I get it on the palette. Oh, look how creamy that is. That's a nice color. That's far too much for what I need, but whatever. I've done it now. That's kind of like a rose gold. Like there's a hint of rose gold to it. Does that make sense? In a weird kind of thing. I don't want to fucking over thin it again because I'll just be back where it friggin' started again. It's definitely thinned, but not fucking washed out like last time. I definitely went far too far and then it didn't even recover when I brought it back the other way. Well, I hope it's thin enough. For what I need, I think that's going to be far too thick and it's probably cause me more problems than not. So, I don't need much length on it. So let's look at we'll go with the 000, I think. Got the shortest, sharpest point that I have. And all I need to do is along those. It's probably the best bet. Any conditions this bad boy in. Whoosh. Like a needle. I could do with a better selection of fine brushes. I've got a few fine points, but not loads of fine points. What's that? That's a dry brush. I won't get out now. Oh man. What's this? The vehicle brush. No, it's like the monster brush, but it's the vehicle version. But I suppose it's basically just shade brush, basically. And then the other one is the same as the other side. Like it's not. There's a subtle difference in the hairs. There's different hairs, I'm sure there is. Or maybe that's just one's absolutely trash and the other one isn't. Maybe. What's this? Is a base brush? XL base. XL base. Whoop whoop. Okay. That's probably good. Like how thin is this? It's a little bit thick than I would have liked. Well, it's not too bad actually. So where is that 45 degrees? About very bit thick. A little thick there. Get the end of it. Oh. Fucking be careful where I'm moving the damn thing. It's not even a case of not locked in now, it's just a case of I'm just moving it terribly. This might be a bit thinner over here. Oh yeah, no, that's nice and thinner, that is. Let's get that on there. So, we want to get... lock your hand in a bit better. There we go. No, you're moving it when I'm brushing. That's not locked in. Right, that's better. There we go, that's better. Put some more there. Right, so we want a little along the top there. Doing that somewhere in it. A little on the inside there. Same there. A little on there. Top of the halons. Little bit up there. Get those across these points. Anything that faces this way, basically, we'll get a thin layer on. Okay. Uh, a little bit on this one. Not too much. Stuff about there. Maybe just a bit further down the bottom because it's kind of somewhat visible. I think we'll leave it there. That's pretty good. Alright, how can I get to this on this awkward angle? So it's a bit awkward. I can't really see. So we kind of want to get just around the top bit there. Oh, be careful. Yeah, bottom of the eyes. Bottom of the eyes. Bottom of the nose. So I'm going to go do the same on the other side. Flip that over, so I'm going to do this. So I can't do it the other way. Ah, here we go. This way. So it's a bit of an awkward view, but just a little along the edge there. Very finely. Whoa, be careful. Go on the eyes. On the nose. Not very visible. Just really mad because I'm going to be washing it all out with a typhus corrosion. That will suffice. A little bit. It's picking up a little better as well, probably because the varnish will work like basically like a new, fresh, what's it called? Per base coat? No, undercoat, like polyurethane undercoat. It'll probably do the same thing again, so it's not all chalky and stuff and to make it sound like a solid base to start working on again. So what effect that'll actually have, I don't know. I'm just not experienced enough. I'm just making a lot of assumptions. What looks like it is and what may be. There's not really then definitive with what I'm doing, unless there is, and I'm just unaware of them. So that should be okay. I probably will chuck a little wash on it. Just cause a little dry a little bit. I don't want to fuck it because, yeah, I'm going to stick that on it anyway. I might put that on a bit. That will have limited viewing, just so I got a rough idea what I'm doing with it. Oh, if I've got something to hand I could practice on, that'd be useful, wouldn't it? How thick is this stuff? What actually am I... What am I looking at here? What is it? Okay, so what is it, like gritty, or what are we doing? It's just a technical. Is there stuff left at the bottom? Am I going to have to give it a good shake? That's good. I feel like it might need a bit of a shake. Again, I'm not sure what the consistency is supposed to be in it. So it's moving around, whatever's at the bottom. It's hard to gauge, isn't it? Probably got a couple of mixing balls in there just for the crack. Get in there. Shut that lid on properly before I start shaking. Getting scraped along the bottom basically. Be the best indicator some actually some sediment down there, especially given the nature of what this paint's supposed to be, and there probably is some sediment if it's even slightly aged. But it's not really giving an indicator that it's got some shit in it. Just looks like a paint, really, so I'm not really sure what the dealio is. Wouldn't other paint have achieved the same or better results? Even though in the same video you let it use enamel for a specific task, wouldn't there be an enamel equivalent which could have been used? So I don't know. I don't know. Right, so we've done the highlight, we put a shade on it, just cut it. Do we want to start doing the typist now? Not necessarily. I might build a bit more. Or am I gonna have to buy the book? No, I won't start doing the chipping. Oh, no, I start doing the typist. I think I need to do a bit more research, really. So I need to get sponge or foam. I'm not happy with using those bits because they're just too flimsy. Again, porous isn't the right word, but like rough, like gappy kind of thing. Rigid as well. They need to be a little bit more rigid. It's too soft. It gives away. So it'll end up just being a mass, basically. That'd be fine if you're like painting it in its entirety because you just blast it out. But use that. I mean, I suppose you can take it to a smaller piece, but it's not going to have like the desired effect and do the same thing in a smaller area. It'll almost be like you're painting a fucking line, but it'll be fuzzy and messy. But it won't look like chipping looks. But then we've got the issue. So a lot of these edges, for whatever reason, have got fucking rivets on. Why is there so many fucking rivets on this damn thing? Half of this shit doesn't even make sense. Honestly, a lot of these rivets don't even make sense, actually. Why is there so many fucking rivets on this thing? You just for the sake of it, why not? I think that's honestly where we might be at this point. Is there's so many rivets on it because they could. Because some of this shit doesn't even make sense. I'm not sure what to do now. Because if I do those bits, am I then going to do the whole underside as well? So that's underside, like not as light as that underside. I definitely shaded it. I don't think I'll bother reshading it. I probably should. No, because I would have highlighted it. I think it'll be okay, even the skulls didn't get to, but that'll stand out a bit now as well. I need to practice me. So do I want to paint it on thick or do I want to paint it on thin? What am I doing? I mean, let's have a look how it behaves. I suppose it's a good start, isn't it? Put myself to pieces as we go. Lovely. Right. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, that's a. I thought there was like some kind of residue on it. Yeah, look at that. Let's get some in the top here. Hold on. Oh yeah, look at the grit in there. Hello. Right, okay. This is what I wanted to see. So it's definitely like a gritty, sludgy kind of. Wow, look at those bits in there. Okay, so we're going with water on the brush. How much water on the brush? That kind of washes it away, but thicker brush. We need a thicker brush. No, drier brush. I don't think I necessarily want to do it with a dry brush. Hmm. How do I feel about that? It's definitely the wrong brush for it anyway. Hmm. It's not going to do well with area, is it? Which one would work better? Would it work better with like the monster brush? It kind of picked it up again, doesn't it, really? You probably want to use the same brush you did it to, surely, otherwise. You gotta be careful because you end up just picking it up. I wonder if the dry brush would be the one for it then. Or I could just watch the video again, but that's more hassle at this point. I just avoid watching it again in its entirety, just not get caught out. Look at all this shit on there, man. Look at that. Terrible. Yes, yes, I need to clean my brushes, thank you. Look at that. So unfortunately, that seems to basically pick up all the pieces of debris that's in there, so we don't want that. We'll give that a clean. Yeah, that legitimately just like picked up all the debris. So the best bet so far is looking like the monster brush. I can just go back in there because I'm not going to fucking use it. Ah, it's falling apart. Stick that back in there. There we go. Decisions. Although he did use the dry brush and it did seem a little bit. I think we'll use the monster brush. Do I really want to start it now? Well, I've got another hour. I really don't think this is going to work for Chip in there. Just the fact that it gives way. If it was hardier foam or sponge, I could cut into it a bit and like shape into kind of what I need, I suppose. I really feel like I should have some foam or sponge here somewhere. Like it's kind of bothering me now. Like I can't think where there might be something that's irritating me. I wonder if there's any in that tub. Distractions. Don't be distracted. Need to make a decision what I'm gonna do, and I really can't decide. Or do I just build a dreadnought again up there in the corner? I'm not really sure if I want that. This man. Like alternatively, you could kind of paint the chipping on like no. Not a chance in hell am I gonna paint the chipping on? Yeah, there's definitely an issue where I don't really have what I needed to start today. I'll start doing the next bit. That's the problem. See, I do have sponge, but it's not one I'm going to be happy using. I feel like it's going to cause more mess than not, but I'm looking around and I can't find any other kind of sponge or foam that will be either an alternative or an improvement. An improved alternative. Hmm. believe how little useful stuff I've got when it comes to it. I feel like there's missing some foam somewhere. Where's that bar? Possible. Procrastinating now. I can't decide what I want to do, so I'm just procrastinating. Oh, I'm doing my very best and just not fucking do it. Let's have a look at this top. Oops. Back to the thing. There is zero foam of any kind. Oh, what's that? Oh, some kind of foam. Uh, is that wind? That might be exactly the kind of foam that I'm looking for, but not at the same time. Is that the sort of stuff you get in blister packs? Oh, that rough edge. Interesting. Interesting. Have I really just scored the jackpot? Get that a little flattened. I can't even grab it now. Roughly around it, like, so I can drag it top and bottom. I can hit the whole thing in one go. Yeah, be careful, not just going over the edge. See, I'm not even comfortable with the movement of it. I feel like it's gonna go horribly wrong. Like that, what I'd be doing a little bit. You gotta be careful; it just doesn't become blinking, basically. Oh, frustrating. Like roughly. Ah, really don't want to start doing it. Can't decide what I want to do now. Paralyzed. I might build a bit more. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the typhus. I'm not happy with this sponge. Well, I am, but I'm not. Again, it's super soft on. I can instantly see it turning into just like squish, squish, squish. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna know, but okay. Let's have a look, Joey. What happened? Ooh, even tinier piece. Yeah, I bet I need to thin that down a bit, don't I? Well, that's not too bad actually. You can see something's a lot darker bit than the other bits there, aren't you? Oh, oh wow. The hell? It's like underneath it. That's the color it's supposed to be. Like it needs thorough mixing. Wow. That's a completely different shade than what it looked like. I'm gonna have to keep working on that paint then, because there's nowhere near mixed enough. Let me just... So that got paint on it? Is there any way to tell? Until you just go like... And you eventually just get to the point where you just... Drop it! Fuck it. We started doing it. That's the flat end. That's the paint end. Oh yeah, I can dig it. I see what I'm doing with it now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you just gotta commit. It's not necessarily the kind of sponge that I wanted to do it with, but it's working. It's kind of gone too thick now. I mean, it's already getting a bit meh, shit. But what it's doing is allowing me to see roughly what I'm supposed to do with it, which is what we want. See, that unfortunately is a bit. Yeah, it's a little not great still. It's not perfect, you know. So, you can barely see it at all at that distance. But I guess as it goes on more and more, it'll be more prevalent. So I'm probably going to put it over. It kind of works like you're dragging a highlight. That's not too bad actually. Oh man, yeah, it's definitely thin. Let's see how a larger chunk reacts to being worked with. Ah, kind of. Right. Get on some of these edges without getting it everywhere, making it look like mud or something. Unfortunately, is a. As long as it's taken into consideration, this is my first attempt at anything like this. Oh, too thick. Be careful, Dave. Too thick. Too thick. go too hardcore with it. See, like the way you got it on the front there is good. No, not like that. There we go. You're starting to see it a little bit more now. Let me just get it right in there. There you go. You can see the weathering a bit more now. The chipping, as it were. I mean, yes, I know it's not going to be great looking, but as I've reiterated many times, it's my first go. Whoa, I'm back in again. There we go. I can definitely see how it's supposed to. Oh, pardon me. Like I said, dude, I, I was totally against actually doing it, though, to be fair. So, no, I'm happy that I did. Right, so where are we going from here? We will. Yeah, there. And now it just looks more like fucking paint chipping. It just looks like mud. So I'll get these angles a bit better when I come back round. Oh, yeah, I can see where I'm going wrong, but I also don't see how I can remedy it at the moment. I mean, I can kind of see where I'm going wrong, but then I also just repeating the same issue, so unfortunately it just looks like it's just like fucking paint daubed on, doesn't it? So with a sponge, it doesn't look like what it's supposed to be because it's not. They say like less is more. Like, well, I don't even know what the fucking less is. So you know, unfortunately, it's the blotchy bits that fuck me over because it's repetitive and it looks repetitive. If I try and change the angle I'm going at it now, no, I can see that some bits of this are gonna look fucking terrible, but I've just got far too carried away with fucking doing it now. I'm just, yeah, like all the fucking rivets and everything, it's all getting fucking done. Like, it's fucked at this point. I can't stop myself. My hand is absolutely killing me, but I'm not stopping. It's fucking whatever. Bit of control, ain't no control here, pal. That's for fucking sure. It's just fucked. Whatever. Fucking do it. Yeah, I told you this foam is gonna be the death of me. Like, it is absolutely doing me in this foam, isn't it? Breathe. Breathe. I'm not even getting any paint on the friggin' thing at this point. There we go. Oh, great. It's splodges now. We just evolved into fucking splodges. That's great. Just gets better, doesn't it? Yeah. What the fuck is going on with this fucking phone? Oh, it's falling apart. Oh, God. Oh my God. Okay, get that gone now. You know what? I'm just fucking crap this. Thank you, phone. Thank you so friggin' much. Oh, thanks. What a fucking minute. Uh, I suppose I was still doing other stuff to it, so yeah, you can fuck off right away, phone. God, fucking absolutely trash. Whatever. Fuck it. Sooner it's done with, the better. That's fine. Sooner it's done with, the sooner I won't have to look at it anymore. Oh, goddamn phone. I knew this was going to be a fucking benefit. Well, some bits of it okay, and then the bits that are blatant, like mud daubed, which I really can't do much about. I can kind of. Just come here. Oh, the sponge is really. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, It looks out of place because it's only the one side. I mean, the whole thing's somewhat uniform. Certainly better than that, though. That's such a shame because I went all right with that top bit. It's more so just I want to do the edges. So I got carried away with doing the sides, but just stuck to the edges. That would have been fine. But I wouldn't have found out what I was doing wrong. So I was correct to a point. That foam sponge is not adequate. Is it actually the same as that sponge? They are very close. They're very close. Could do with a bit of a stronger sponge. I mean, it kind of worked. Get it into Zoom 4. You can obviously see that's fucking terrible, right? I've just gone too much on there, or not enough. But like that top front bit isn't too bad. It's just I've then gone and haha done that too. Yes, yes, yes. Right, that was live. Anything. Did not expect that. Hello, I am okay. How are you? I'm not too bad at all. I'm just ruining my tank. I'm just getting a bit carried away with the chipping. It looks more like mud splatter on the side. Good. Yes, I'm not doing too badly. I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that alert because that's loud as hell. Okay. Whoa. Give me a sec. Oh, I don't know what the hell was blasting in my ear, but I've just stopped that now because it was. What the hell is making that noise? I really don't know what it is, but it's really hurting my ear. Um, Blade. I don't know what a Frankenstein tank is, I'm afraid. It's an Imperial Guard tank, a Baneblade. It's one of the biggest Imperial Guard tanks. I think it's a 10-man tank. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hefty thing. There's a zoom out for a minute. There we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's the turret. Can't really see from that angle. Yeah. There's a lot of weaponry. Ah, okay. Interesting. Like an amalgamation. Yeah, no, I'm just in the process of trying to apply some chipping, but literally the first time I've tried to do it and it's not gone great. Um, it's not terrible. Like the very first bit I did was actually okay. Like along here, it's not terrible. Yeah, looks more like mud. It looks more like mud splatter. And so you could kind of argue that it is mud splatter. I could pretend. At the end of the day, it's just for me, so it's just going on my shelf, you know. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not entering it into anything or doing it for somebody else, you know, commission or whatever. So I can forgive um, questionable stuff, especially since it's absolutely the first time I tried to do a lot of this stuff. But otherwise, if you don't try and do new things, techniques, you know, what's the challenge? I could just do base coats all day long, couldn't I? I mean, you know, doing some highlights, doing some shading, techniques, effects, chipping, stuff like that. If you don't try, you're never gonna get good at it. Although I don't want to do non-metallic metal, I'm not interested. That just looks like a headache. Like reflections and shit like that. No thanks. I mean, I can appreciate the skill behind doing stuff like that, but there's a limit to my interest. I'd rather see the bigger the model, the less people will look at the discrepancies. True, that's absolutely true. And it's a lot easier and quicker to paint as well. Yeah, that was the case with my knight. Although, going back and looking at my knight, I found a load of mistakes, which made me put the knight back where it was. Yeah. Yeah, it's 200 pieces, I think it was. I can't remember how many pieces, but it's a very large quantity of pieces. And it's got thousands of rivets on it. And I absolutely took the time and shaded around every single rivet. Because why not? If you're gonna do it, go all in. Yeah, exactly. I contemplate doing like the easy version where I just thin down or sort of almost glazed, like a sort of contrast paint, and then just washing it in that, which kind of would have left the same sort of shade in the same recesses, but you know, I took the long way around, so I have a bit more control over what I actually wanted to do with it instead of just, you know, there you go, done. And makes it a bit more interesting if it takes a bit longer because you know, there's easier ways of doing this and you could do it a lot faster, but it's not interesting. Yeah, you know, I come back after work and you just want to do a couple of hours a night. That's pretty much what I do with this. And the idea behind me streaming, to be honest, is because I have trouble with motivation uh, with the painting, but I don't have any trouble like working, which is weird. Like I work my ass off. So if I treat painting like work with the streaming, it kind of encourages me to do it a bit more. So it's a weird thing. So yeah. So I just do a couple of hours a night, just chip away a little bit more. You know, a bit of airbrush, bit of this, bit of that. Whatever's needed at the time. Like yesterday, I was doing a coat of varnish on it with my airbrush just before I started doing this, doing like the weathering and effects, just in case. I mean, I suppose I could take that back a bit. I could probably get it off, but I don't care that much, and it's not terrible. So yeah, exactly. You can oversee it. I think tomorrow, what I need to do is when I'm at work, I need to find a better bit of sponge or foam, something that will hold up a bit stronger because that split in two. The piece I was working on with that just fell apart, so that's not really gonna do very well. Although I've got a lot of it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm just deciding. So I've got too many things I want to try. So I'm going to do the chipping all over the sides. I'll probably do it over the top and over. If I'm going to do it over one pie, you're probably going to want to do it over most of it, aren't you? So otherwise, it's going to look bloody stupid. So you better do it over most of it, or as much as should have chipping on. Um, so yeah, I'll carry on with that. So we'll have some chipping all over. I'll try and get a bit of better sponge so I can have a bit more control and not just go put it on like mud. If I can recreate what I did with that first section across everything else, I'll be happy because that looks like what I've seen other chipping. Oh wow, cool. That's cool, man. Huh. I got the German green. Grey, not green. That's a funny thing, actually. Just a segue into something completely random from something completely random. But the German grey model color I got is grey. The German grey model air that I got, it's got so much green in it, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely not the same color. Anyway, so I just get that off my head because cause I first got the other one and I was using it, I was like, hold on, this isn't color it was supposed to be. Why is this so green? This ain't right. And then I got this one and it was grey, and it's like, well, this is the bright color. So what the hell was you using before? I don't know. Anyway, mm. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do chipping all over. I've got a few various things. So the chipping I'm doing in the German grey from Vallejo because it contrasts nicely with the colours that I have. I mean, I could do the brown, but then I'm gonna have some rust effect on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then we got some Lifeless Corrosion from Citadel, but that's I can get the equivalent from other things probably. But I think it feels like it's got a little bit of grit or something in it. Identify what pieces the tank is made of and how they function. Um, well, unfortunately, yeah, the 40k universe. I'm not sure how much science is applicable to it, like logic and actual. It's, well, that's it's an awkward angle to get at as well, being from above. Well, this, yeah. Um, because I, it's it's for basically clearance. As far as in law, like in the actual like, if you will, like the book or whatever. Like I've read a couple of books with these in, and they just use it for clearing shit out of the way before they actually attack things with the main cannon, kind of. So it's building clearance, stuff like that. Tank traps, anything that's in the way, use that, get it out of the way, and then shoot it with the big gun. Kind of. I don't know why it's there. It's also, I guess, on some level, positioning of actual people and various things. Like that, you really can't apply too much logic to 40k. Unfortunately, a lot of it doesn't make too much sense when you really start pulling it apart. Like if you saw, like if you saw um, the inside or a cutaway of this, it wouldn't make sense probably. Exactly, use your Air Force. Yeah, no, it doesn't make much sense. It's overwhelming firepower. but unnecessarily in some cases. It's also down to the build as well, because I could have built this in a multitude of different ways. Like the sponsons could, are they sponsons? Yeah. Well, they could either go back there, or they could be built up there as well. Um, this technically is 8 different kits. The original box for this tank can be built into 8 different variants, and they've all have pretty much different main weapons. Some of them don't have this front section. This whole section is moved front forwards, like completely different weaponry. It's almost like a completely different tank while being the same weapon. Well, these, hello, Tin and N. Um, well, these are operated by the Imperial Guard, so there isn't actually Space Marines in them. They're just normal humans, so they're a lot more. Fucking hell, it's playing that again. Turn that down in my ear because I can't hear a damn thing. I have to figure out how to turn that down. I apologize if that's really loud for anybody else. I'm not sure why it's so loud. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, no, it's because it's Imperial Guard. They're just normal. Yeah, exactly. Normal humans. Sorry. Yeah. If it was Space Marines, you're probably looking at a fraction amount of people. They wouldn't. Well, they would be able to operate because they're just better. But yeah, ten humans in there. I'm not sure about the actual positioning. But why do you need so many turrets? Why not? Everything is overkill. It's just everything. It's absolute overkill in the 40k universe. There's no reason why you need anything. There really isn't, but they just do. They've made it this big just so they could put that many turrets on it. It's, it's, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it works, and it's as far as in lore, it works. Don't try and apply this to an actual real tank on the battlefield. Yeah, I know exactly. I think thinking about it, actually, let me think about it for a second. Like, I'm pretty sure uh the sponsons and turrets are controlled from like a like electronic basically. Yeah, I know, so am I. They're all controlled from like one desk, I'm pretty sure, sort of internally. I don't think like they have gunners located at these turrets and the sponsons. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Compared to like real tanks, like it's not the same. It's made me think about tank movies before. I might have to go and watch one after this now. Yeah, I think The Beast of War is probably my favorite. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, I think Games Workshop creating it. But yeah, that's the bottom line. It looks cool. That's the idea. It's as far as functionality, eh. Does it look cool? Yeah. Does it make sense? Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just something to pass the time with. Well, I started doing yesterday. Started building something else because I had a bit of a problem after I was doing some airbrushing yesterday. I kind of just stopped because I needed to let it cure as well. Yeah. Oh, well, like the slope kind of angle bit. almost flat, then going up. I think I know what you mean. I kind of have seen it a bit. So I was building that a bit yesterday. It's just a dreadnought, nothing special like, but a chunky guy. I didn't get very far. Mm. Ah, yeah, yeah. The front there. Yeah, like I'd done nothing to the bottom there. All hatches and stuff like that. At least they try to put all the stuff in there. It's very plain. The bottom is. It's just. Oh yeah, that's the rear. Again, nothing really relevant to anything worldly that we would recognize. I think that's probably what they've gone for. Is just an amalgamation of a lot of different tanks. Because I agree, you can see a multitude of different tanks in it, can't you? And like that, the turret kind of says the same to me as well. I can't remember the word for the specific part. Like, no, I haven't attached that yet because there's no point because it's easier just to keep it separate and then move it around. Although the rest of it is attached, I'm pretty sure I can get that front turret off, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to damage it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's just could be one of those circus guns, yeah? They fire people out of. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to try and jam that on. Because unfortunately, that's where I made a bit of a mistake. As I was putting the layers of paint on, for no good reason, I decided to paint it all the way up. Well, those bits are getting covered anyway, aren't they? So now every time I get on, it's tight and it scratches and digs up the paint. But because you can't see it and you won't see it when it's on, whatever. Hmm. Yeah. And I won't likely be doing much more tonight now. I'm just annoyed that I haven't got anywhere in the house a slightly thicker, stronger sponge or bit of foam. This all just gives way too much. It was unfortunate 'cause that was my one task today, was to find some useful sponge to do the bloody chipping with. Smoke barrels on the back are very Soviet typical. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it, man. Like, you clearly know more about this than I do. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. It's unrealistic. What is what thing? Well, just the tank in general, do you mean? It's everything. Yeah, exactly. It's the Bane blade. It is every tank. It's not even like one of the more outrageous ones. Like some of the variants are ridiculous. Some of them are absolutely terrible, and some of them are like as good or worse. There's maybe one with a slightly longer gun. There's some weird nub-nosed like Gatling cannon one. Yeah, there's a few weird ones. Snap that off. Not completely snapping off. Gee. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I have, because that did move. But I think it. due to layers of paint, it is now stuck where it is. No, that's all good, man. I was pretty much clocking off at 1/2 past anyway. I'm not doing much more now, man. I'm clocking off in about 6 minutes, so it's my normal routine is for me it's 8:30 till 10:30, so I got work in the morning. But next, yeah, I know. Sorry, mate. You literally joined me right at the end, to be fair. Yeah, it's better than talking to myself, though. And don't get me wrong, I can talk shit to myself all day long, so that's great. But yeah, no. So the plan when I do get back on, which will be nice, sound man. Uh, used to play console, but I'm used to play PC, but I'm console now. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So chipping. I will come back tomorrow and I will start with the chipping. Now that I'm got a rough idea what I'm doing and I've got some confidence, if I can replicate that a bit, I'll be happy. If it ends up looking like that, I'll be very annoyed. So yeah, if I can do the top bit, I'll be glad. If I can replicate that all over tomorrow, we'll start there. I'll try and find some sponge tomorrow, and then I'll use this corrosion technical from Citadel, which is like greasy. And it has a little bit of debris in it, kind of thing. So it'll look like oily rust, like really gunky stuff. So I'll have that a bit round the underside of the turret, a little bit around the engine sort of bits, and sort of work it in. I don't want too much of this, just a bit around where the metal and stuff goes. But I've got a few more things I want to experiment with as well. I've got stuff I'm curious to try. I've got some track wash, some enamel track wash, so we'll give that a go, see what that does to the tracks. I've got some dark mud to really get it into the sides and really gunk it up a bit. I got snow, I got all kinds of stuff I want to get on this. It's gonna be so heavy when I finish, it's gonna be ridiculous. It'll be like a brick, I could throw it at someone. Very sentimental brick. Yeah, that's pretty much me, I think, for this evening. Well, thank you very much for following both of you. I appreciate it. It's more followers in 15 minutes than I've had in about 2 weeks. That's all good. Again, like I'm doing this as a. How about the rubber pads on the tracks? Rubber pads on the tracks. What are we talking about? I'm not sure. I mean, by the end of it, basically going to be covered in shit. So, the trackers. Okay. Um, no, no, no. Plaster everything in mud so I don't notice. Neither will anybody else then. Honestly, don't know. I think I'm gonna have to have a look at uh-huh. Well, I can clearly see I'm gonna have to go and watch some videos, aren't I? I'm gonna have to have a look at. Oh man, I'm gonna have to research bloody tank tracks now, aren't I? See, I'm terrible for stuff like this. Like, I will legit go and just like watch tank track video. Like, why does it look like that? How does that work? How do I make it look right? Shit. No, 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 I will. That's the thing, because I was trying to get this as good as I could anyway. So now that you put that in my head, it's like, I'm not doing enough. Damn it. I could be doing more. But no, it's not annoying at all. It's good. That's what I need, like pointing them to the right thing. Because I did it on a previous tank, I tried to put debris around the tracks, and then when I looked at it after the fact, it's like, do you know what? That looks absolutely abysmal. There's no way in a million years a tank would look like that. So if I'd actually gone and looked at a picture of a tank before I did it, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, you learn. So I'll take your advice, and I will go and well, you didn't advise to go and look at a picture of a tank, but I'm going to go and look at a picture of tank tracks or videos to see how they look, like going through mud and shit. Yeah, yeah, enjoy yourself. I'll be on tomorrow at 8:30, so feel free to join in if you'd like. I'll be doing very much the same, chatting shit, having a beer, and try not to ruin my stuff. In a bit, man. Enjoy yourself. You too. I think that'll be me. Right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you.